The apocalypse is imminent, whilst long overdue, from a bat's bloodstream and rotten tissue. An omen oscillating overseas, Asia to Europe, seeping through warm bodies like golden syrup. Lock the doors, lock all windows, for all the women are waking widows. Charred throats and compressed lungs, misjudged blame rolling off the tongues. Sullen, fatigued eyes with downpours of sweat, the nurses praying that you wouldn't forget. Masks are falling onto the blooded streets, hypochondriac scuffles over skipped train seats. Panic buying, panic looting, panic stocking, beware when the fearful sheep begin flocking. Empty shelves witnessed by veterans reminiscing, crisis, crisis, all the toilet rolls are going missing. Letting me suffocate violates my human rights. How will television comfort the long lonely nights? Keep a fair distance should you want to live. Ignorance the foreign deaf shall not forgive. Vacancies, redundancies, when will it end? Families to feed, yet only packages to spend. Children robbed of their precious education, imagination gone with the dwindling population. The elderly perish in dusty hospital beds, without lips pressed against their foreheads. Forbade eternally from feeling the touch of home, words left unspoken inscribed on their tombstone. A ghost town rises in the wake of seclusion, quaint roads and food aisles the desired solution. Our very existence brought to a standstill. The grandfather clock writes another will. Provincial backstreets for blanketed lepers, feigned sympathy on the sides of double-deckers. Awaiting orders from the digital warden, return to your grey cells and relish the boredom. Cabin fever goes hand in hand with insanity, never to justify domestic abuse or depravity. Teenage suicides washed down with red wine, adulthood lost beyond the mental grapevine. Drifting from digital prison to social climate, abysmal fairy tales enlisting a numbing habit. Media tabloids stretch the fear to its thickest depths, newspapers etched in bold with the digits of deaths. Remember the dreamers, forgive the cross-haired source, graffiti memorials of the captain who fell from his horse. This is all becoming like some kind of bad dream. Like soon we will all descend from the UFO beam. This is insane, this is unnatural, this is destructive, the damage purely collateral. Can you feel that? Reality is gradually beginning to slip away, like butter being spread throughout the cosmos and Milky Way. The human race evolving backwards into petrified mammals, clinging to the ironclad feet of pretentious news channels. Protect the NHS, stay at home, save lives. Yet the government forget that the boys still have knives. Bend your knee onto the concrete to make a stand and remind the world why America isn't the promised land. Violent storms conjured within skies above the White House. Lightning strikes the Oval Office where sat a feeble dormouse. Racism stretched far and wide across the southern frontier. 12 paperweights weighing down this pitiful excuse of a year. The first black female vice president strides in with high heels, a vocal generation appalled when the nonchalant officer kneels. Nothing like crushed necks of black men to add fire to the funeral pyres. Trusted reputations blazed in an inferno like the Australian bushfires. Crowns falling from platinum thrones in pedestrian pavements. Princes fly from their nests to pursue stately artificial engagements. There's a red mushroom cloud of nitrate gathering over Beirut. You probably witnessed the despair from the comfort of your commute. Kobe and Gianna cascade high through St. Peter's golden gates. T'Challa, our king forever, climbs stairways towards the greats. The mountains of the west coast burn and burn into ruby oblivion, streams of lava coagulating down landslides towards Washington. The earth is on fire and global warming lurks around the corner. You'll leave next generations to bask in tomorrow's economical horror. Nature would slit our throats until we decompose back into the soil, but Mother may participate with that vampire soup beginning to spoil. Pale bodies locked tightly within lead-lined coffins to be cremated. Everything burns in the end, even producers' dreams of the negated. Let it all burn, and let the narrow-minded tersely fade into obscurity. How much do the suited charlatans care about our national security? November sickness, winter lockdowns, DC impeachments and stock market shakedowns. Bong Joon-ho rides the silver lining to the Oscars, parasites worthy of trophies from biased talkers. Applause, applause, the curtain drops prematurely, a selection met with unrelenting red, white and blue fury. On the teetering edge of a brewing World War III, only praying we soon wake from this nightmare we call 2020. Restart the clocks, simultaneously with the vaccine rollouts. The anti-vaxxers casting a wide shadow of thrown doubts. Revelations and resignations spell out new opportunities in the aftermath of the sick disintegrating in large quantities. This has been like a footnote in an Edgar Allan Poe book, or The Murder of Caesar, where everyone is a crook. The next chapters open in the mysteries of a sunrise, with the people wiser and expecting a pleasant surprise. Embraces are warmer and our lives richer. Set routines paint a productive picture. Time is relative when time is undone. Let's raise a toast to the blank pages of 2021.